Um, I hope all of you can see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Say yes
Yes,
if you
please.
can see
Yep.
my
Yep. Yep.
screen.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So officially, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Right. So I think I know in Asia, right? So it's almost late night. No, it's early evening in Malaysia, Singapore, and this part actually. So welcome to today's special celebration day, International Volunteer Day. Right. Before we start, we must congratulate all the volunteers in the world who have made little, small, larger, whatever contribution they have made for the society, right? Can we join our hands together and give all the volunteers in the world a big round of applause for your contribution? Big round of applause, right? And thank you very much, everyone who has made your time available today and joined today's sessions, right? So today's topic is the whole objective is celebrating the spirit of volunteerism and how together we can make a difference, right? So we'll talk a little bit about you, then I will get back to the floor to learn your experience, your volunteering experience, see how you made the impact, how your colleague made the impact in the world of volunteerism, right? So today's topic is interesting topic. We are saying global citizen in action, how volunteering transform lives, right? When we say how volunteering transform lives, that means we'd like to know your stories. We'd like to know how volunteerism, small effort or larger efforts, makes our societies, our world, a big place to actually make a big impact, right? So we learn your stories today. All right. So before we get deep dive into this, I would like to know from you, what does volunteering mean to you? Everybody, please take your mobile phone, right, and scan this QR code. Everyone, please together. Everyone who is joining, live in LinkedIn as well as in Zoom, please take your phone. You have 30 seconds to write what does volunteering means to you, right? Please, uh, if you have trouble scanning the QR code, you can always go to your mobile browser and write slido.com and put this number 3256508, right? So everybody, your time starts now. Please quickly, 20 seconds left. Write down, what does volunteering mean to you? Yeah, we started getting a lot of feedbacks. Yes, community, giving feedback. Yeah, so giving back, helping others is getting on the top rank. Yeah, networking, love and passion. Wow, moving forward together. Yeah, happiness and caring. Wow, so lovely. Yeah, to go ahead together with all. Yeah, giving service, support others with your expertise by every means, right? And love and passion. So outstanding. So everyone, please write down more. Moving forward together, networking. Yes, so make life change. Unbelievable. This is so beautiful, right? An example they set, right? That is the meaning of volunteering to you. Thank you so much, right? Outstanding. Outstanding. Maybe you should take a screenshot of all these keywords. So nice of you, right? So nice. Yeah, so thank you everyone. Thank you everyone, sharing your purpose. Why, what is the meaning of volunteering to you, right? So a lot of fantastic keywords we have received. So now, you see, we all know volunteering is a kind of thing. I always say it, it's a kind of thankless job. Yeah. Yeah, we give back. We give back. But very few cases, we really get the thanks that we deserve, right? That's why we can call the volunteers as the unsung heroes of our society, isn't it? Unsung heroes of our society, right? So because we give back, we don't expect. We give back to the society. We give back. We try to make some impact. We try to contribute, right? Right. So again, let's go a bit deeper into voluntary work, right? So I have another question for you. What what motivates you? We are the unsung heroes of the society, right? So we have, we are giving back, we are working hard for our societies. What really motivates you to become a volunteer in your line of work, in your society? So please take your mobile phone again and write down your motivation. What makes you motivated? What makes you motivated to be a volunteer? Right? Your time starts now. You have 20 seconds. Please share your thoughts. Yeah, fantastic. Learn, passion, thought leadership, personal satisfaction. Unbelievable. Absolutely right. So we feel peace, right? I feel peace. When I give back, I feel peace, right? It gives a kind of, peace inside. Passion. Yeah. Learning and share knowledge. I love to interact with people. That's awesome. Yeah. What you give, you get back 100 times. That's an universal truth, isn't it? Yeah, it always happens when you don't expect anything, you give, you always get back. This is the act of nature, right? We all know that. Yeah. So to help affect change, oh my God. Yeah, personal satisfaction, influential leadership, have the impression that we can help. Outstanding, unbelievable keywords. Unbelievable. Kindness, help, gaining knowledge, making impact. Outstanding. Give yourself a big round of applause again. Yourself a big round of applause. Outstanding. Thank you. Thank you. It's really inspiring me, right? All these keywords really inspiring me. Loved it. Loved this. Excellent. Yes, we are the builder of hope. The volunteers are the catalyst of change, the builders of hope and the champions of the resilience in communities, right? When everything goes wrong, we always see when something bad happens in the society, when really it's difficult to work, we always see we the volunteers come forward and make the change, right? They are the catalyst. Whenever there is a COVID, we saw during the COVID how people really help each other, right? They know the risk still, doctors, nurses, civilians, they came forward, help each other during this COVID situation. When there is an earthquake, when there is a catastrophe, we always see we the volunteers, living, taking all the risk, we come forward to help people, help each other, right? So we are the catalyst of change that makes the change in the communities in the worldwide. Yeah. So another simple question for you is that what area of volunteering do you find most impactful? This is we need to learn from each other now, right? What do you think? Which part of the volunteering work makes the most impact in the society or for you? What do you think this voluntary work, if you do, that makes the maximum impact in the society, right? Please write down. Again, scan it and write down what area of volunteering do you find most impactful, right? Excellent. How much you can learn from others. Knowledge sharing, outstanding. Absolutely right. Yeah. So it's a big form of knowledge sharing is a big form of contribution for the society, right? Teaching and mentoring, education, talking to people of the community, right? Making a difference, personal fulfillment. Yeah, mentoring. Wow, local and global connections, right? Outstanding. Taking people of the community, supporting in personal level. We are getting huge response. Outstanding. Every skill can help, right? Outstanding. Let me take another screenshot of this wonderful, areas of scope where we can make big impact through knowledge sharing, right? Yeah, I personally also feel like, I also feel that, my also area of volunteering is giving back through knowledge sharing, mentoring, educating others, right? With the little knowledge we have. And I find it very peaceful whenever I'm able to actually give something back to another person's in terms of knowledge, resources, whatever it is, I feel a kind of peace because I know that one lesson, one techniques can really change the other person's life, isn't it? Yeah. So excellent. Thank you very much once again. Yeah. So builders, volunteers is more than just giving time, right? Volunteer builds connections. We learn from each other. We connect. At the end of the day, we are the human being. We connect with each other, right? And volunteering work, working in the communities, really build the connections with each other, and that was makes us so grateful, right? So we learn from each other. Yeah. So so another important things before I go back to the floor and learn your stories. One important action I want to know from you. What is one action you plan to take to promote volunteerism in your community for 2025? The new year is coming, isn't it? Right? Can we make some commitment together? Can we make some commitment that in 2025, one thing you want to contribute, give back to the community in the form of volunteerism, right? So please take your phone, again, scan it and write, right? What one actions you want to do in 2025 through these voluntary initiatives. All right. So time starts now. Please write down. Please write down. Yeah. So we're getting very interesting mentorship. Yeah. If you can write down, you want to mentor 10 people in 2025. That will be more measurable, isn't it? Right? Yeah. Membership growth. Yeah. To mentor young people how to start working. Outstanding. One person said play a vital role in promoting PMO best practices within the community, spreading PMO awareness. The more I can, outstanding, fantastic. Caring and feeling others' needs, yeah, outstanding. Reach out to a non-profit organizations, giving time to the society. Team motivation, yes. I think this is a great way, right? The people around us, if you can motivate them, right? That could be also, act of goodness, act of kindness, isn't it? Fantastic. And educating others or spreading awareness to expand awareness and knowledge to others. Yeah, so promote and be example, learn and share the art of volunteering. Yeah, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Who said this statement? If you can raise hand,
It,
learn and share the art of volunteering. Please, if you
it's
raise
me.
hand.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, Prashant,
Yeah.
Prashant, Prashant. I would like to hear more detail about you, how you want to do it.
So it was my first volunteering experience at the recent PMI Project Management Professional Conference that was done on November 16th. And the kind of excitement that was there around, we had about 20-25 volunteers all across from India, participating there as volunteers. And it was my first, and, the sheer excitement in terms of meeting I was part of the speaker coordination committee,
Mhm,
uh,
mhm.
and the kind of joy I had in meeting people, coming from various backgrounds. It was not just IT folks, right? There were construction folks, there were, folks from aerospace, folks from, non-IT firms, okay, who are participating there and trying to understand how project management at large is helping their organizations grow, and from volunteers in terms of, and I was the baby boy there, in terms of my volunteering work. And there were people who had been volunteers for the last 25 years,
Oh my God.
25, 26 years. And I could learn from them in terms of how selflessly they have been participating in these events, the kind of sheer passion that they bring about. I think the
Yes.
moment I saw them, I sort of networked with them. It became very clear that I have been losing on these volunteering experiences. Okay. And one thing that I've told myself is, anytime that, that I come across a volunteering event, I would not miss it. And I would basically also take my folks who are working with me in my organization, my friends who are in a similar space, to come forward and volunteer. I think that's
Outstanding.
one area that I'm going to do.
Outstanding. Big claps to Prashant. Really, really appreciable. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Someone said, you will help to enhance our government volunteering platform. Can you please give more about it? Yeah, who said that?
Yes, yes,
Yamin?
Abdullah.
Yamin? Yes? Yamin,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. In our country, we have a platform. It's
If
it's
you
it's
can, if you can
uh,
share your
it's built
country name
from.
also.
Sorry.
If you can
Yeah,
share
you
your
can hear
country
me
name.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in
Kingdom of
our
Saudi Arabia,
country,
right?
Yeah, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, we have a national platform. It's totally focusing in volunteers. So we encourage all the people here in Saudi Arabia to contribute in this our vision and our goal 2023 to reach 2 million people volunteering to that time. Yeah. So I'm lucky
Outstanding.
to
2 million.
yeah. 2 million. So I'm lucky because I know that company and the people who's operating that platform. So inshallah, I will do my best to to help them to enhance the platform. Inshallah.
Outstanding. Big commitment. 2 million voluntary initiate. People will join there to make an impact for the society. Big loves, Yamin and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to really make it happen, right? So somebody also said, um, you know, mentorship. Mentorship. Who said mentorship? Mentorship. Um,
That was
who said
me.
mentorship? Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sian. How you're going to mentor? How many people you're going to mentor?
That's still to be determined, sort of thing. But I guess part of what is trying to think the skill set I've sort of obtained over an awful lot of years, sort of thing. How can I then share that back, and help start guiding people, and I remember when I first started, just asking, having someone there to be able to answer questions that you probably didn't know who to go to. So for me, it
Yeah.
was more around that, having to be available to answer people's questions and start to guide them in an appropriate way forward. Because no one route's going to be the same. It's not telling. It's giving them the skills and the curiosity, I guess, to go out and find the answers for themselves.
Excellent. Big class, Ocean. Really appreciate. Yeah, you said the right thing. There are a lot of people, even in the project management and PMO space, they don't know whom to go, right? So I think, mentorship is a great way to actually, coach and, prepare the people and help them, grow their career. Excellent. Right. So I will not spend much time on it because I need to learn and hear your volunteering story, right? So, think of a world. Imagine a world where every person contributes even a fraction of their time and energy in volunteering work. A fraction of their time, right? What a world we can generate together, right? And we can really make a big difference, right? So now I will get back to you to learn your stories, right? So first I would like to, start with Nehru. Nehru, please, over to you. You have 2 minutes to share at least, a couple of your volunteering experience. I know you have been working in, giving back to the community for last 20-25 years or more. Yeah, so made big impact, grown your local chapters like anything, right? And helped grow a lot of people's professionally. Over to you, Nehru. The floor is yours. Please go ahead and tell your story, volunteering
Sure,
story with the world. Yeah.
surely. Actually, I started with the mission of increasing the membership, and it was slow process, but we thought, hey, if you want to attract volunteers, the best way is attract them into membership, and then from the membership we can take certain percentage to become volunteers as well. So while I was doing that, I realized a lot of things in terms of benefit, indirect benefits. I never expected this, but then what happened was the recognition from the industry. They know you. They know that you are the authority in PMO. And then from there, things started flowing in terms of, education opportunities, helping the organizations and all of this. And so while I'm helping them out, somehow there's a lot of things that happens as well. You are viewed as a subject matter expert, and then they always consult you and ask for advice. And then when it comes to organizing things for them, for the organization, for example, webinars, seminars, or sharing, knowledge about PMO, it just flows automatically. And there are other indirect benefits as well. So while I'm doing all of these activities, the membership start growing in as well. So that's huge. That's huge. And then while I'm doing that, I'm also learning a lot of things. For example, there are organizations that says, hey, while we are doing PMO, the processes and so on, why not we also look at other CSR related activities, planting trees or whatever, but then it builds the community together. So there was something beautiful, so it's not just about corporate life, right? It's also about what we cherish throughout our life as well, personally.
Wow, outstanding, outstanding, Nero. Keep up the great work. Big claps for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. So I would next I would request Alfonso. Alfonso, please, if you can just I would request every speaker to actually introduce yourself, which country you're from, right, so that we can know each other, right? So I will pass it to Alfonso. Please share, introduce yourself and share one of your volunteering, experience which may change people's life. Please, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Again, I'm Alfonso. Good morning again from Mexico. Um, and for me, volunteering in general, I was the one that wrote that for me, giving gets back like 100 times, because every time I given something in general, I volunteer in different organizations like planting trees or helping the vulnerable people, like vulnerable women, sadly. But and have given a lot of time of my time mentoring. I'm a professional. I'm a certified coach. So giving all of that to people that needs direction, to people that needs sometimes they even need some kind of a shelter, not literally, but maybe emotionally. So whenever I can help doing anything that changes their lives, it gets back to me again like 100 or million times, because you learn a lot from the people that you're working with. You learn a lot. You feel that the sense of fulfillment. You feel that you are really changing their lives, and whatever they are feeling and whatever they are living, you get to know from and learn from also from their experiences. So for me, volunteering in general, even if it's small or big, has changed my life.
Outstanding, outstanding. Thank you, Alfonso. Really appreciate. I move over to Nick. Nick, over to you. Are you there? Please share your, volunteering experience, which made people change people's life. Please, Nick. Yes, Nick, can you hear us?
Yes, yes. Okay. So in my case,
If you can also, sorry to interrupt, Nick. If you can also introduce yourself a
hi,
little
my
bit.
name is Nicholas. I'm actually come from Malaysia, from Kuala Lumpur, based in Kuala Lumpur. And I've actually been volunteering probably for certain events for almost probably more than 15 years now, here and there. Basically, I have become because of this work, I become the go-to person when my because I still keep in touch with my former university, with Alumni Association. So whenever the Alumni Association plans activities, and this is worldwide because they have an alumni office, they do. I'm the first person they normally contact for this region. So and then I will work with them for their activities and stuff like that. So typically they have at least one major activity every year. And for Malaysia, I'm normally the key organizer, so I will help them out. I will basically organize the whole thing, and in the event and that. So for me personally, the reason I still do it is because basically, it's hard sometimes to get other people to volunteer, and that's the fact that not many people sometimes want to volunteer, or sometimes they just don't have the time to volunteer. That is a fact. I've had many people who I used to work with, but sometimes when it comes to the time when we have to have our event, they're not around, they're traveling or they're overseas and they're just not available, right? So then basically someone has to take over. So I said, I'll just jump. I said, okay, fine, I'll jump in and help out. So I've been doing it for more than 15 years now.
I loved it. You said, jump in, help them out. I love that. Big claps for you. Outstanding. Thank you. Thank you for the
So basically, for me, I've been doing it for more than 15 years, and I enjoy it because, quite frankly, I get to meet a lot of people. I find that it's very enjoyable, mainly because I get to meet all kinds of people from different walks of life. People come to me and ask me questions, and I try to help them out as much as I can, and help them out, and share my experience as well. And some of them have some of them have children, and their children are planning to leave to go overseas to the university and all that. So basically, I help to answer the questions, so to assuage their fears and basically make them feel better, as well as to make them feel that they hopefully make the right choices. Right?
Outstanding.
So that's always been my role. I've been doing it every year, and basically I just renewed myself for another 2 more years. So I told them, okay, sure, I'll do it. Because they've formalized it. It didn't used to be formal. So the past few years they formalized it. So they have basically they ask people to do it on a 2-year cycle, and I just renewed for myself for another 2 more years. So I'll still do it.
Thank you, Nick. Really appreciate it. When actually today's session is also a big platform for me, to learn from you that what are the new avenues I can actually explore to do more volunteering work. Right. So, I really loved it, Nick, the way you actually handle this and, you make the contribution and mentor people. I really love it. Big plus for Nick. Thank you so much, Nick. Really appreciate, right? So let's move the camera to Felix. Felix, please go ahead, share your story.
I'm Felix Datekwisi from Ghana, West Africa. Volunteerism happens to be like probably I was a basic school teacher for 3 years. Then I decided to do a top-up at the university. But I was volunteering, helping this case, going for child rights advocacy event so that I can educate this case and their parents. For other parents association event and other stuff as a coordinator for the school. All doesn't attract anything. And I loved it because I get the opportunity to meet parents and the peoples at large. Then at the university, I joined a group called Smart Life. And what they do was to educate the students to prepare them for life after school. And I said, okay, wow, I've already gone to college and I have experienced life after school. So this is a great thing for me. Then I joined them, and just the first year they made me the president, and I gathered the courage. I educate them about the future of work, technology, AI, how they can balance their life with school and start something as you shouldn't complete university before you can tackle life and stuff. And I saw the joy in them and how they managed to be, at least if not for anything, learn public speaking. Some people couldn't talk in public. I was able to train them, guide them with the help of the patrons and staff, organize events, and they learned this and they loved it. I introduced them to blockchain. I introduced them to financial literacy and stuff. And I could see the progress that these students are gaining. Then fast forward, I met through those student activation events that I was volunteering for, someone recommended me to a social enterprise, and they wanted to organize an event on campus. And in just like 3 weeks, because of what I've been doing before, the students came to trust me. And we were able to fill the auditorium with over 700 plus people in person, 300 online. And that was brilliant. And the outcome, the contributions, the comments that were coming from students whose lives have been impacted, things that they didn't know existed, they now know and they were practicing it. And another thing that even gingered me and said, this volunteering thing, I will do it till I die, is when I was able to introduce them to LinkedIn, how they can benefit from LinkedIn. And some students even got sponsorship to pay their fees. They didn't have any option, but because they were showing up on LinkedIn, sharing their results, someone saw them and the person was able to pay for their fees. This person would have dropped out from university, and you don't know who this person is going to become in future. So all these things, people got internship opportunities. So if it wasn't the ability for me, the courage that I got, that okay, I'm going to train them, guide them, provide all the resources and experience that I've been able to gather over the years.
Yes.
All these impact wouldn't have happened. And the something that I even said in one of my videos, I said that whatever you are doing, keep doing, serving, because you don't know who is watching you in the audience. Because you are a lifesaver to someone that you don't know. Probably you've not met the person. Probably you feel like giving up. These stories kept me going. These results that I was seeing, the people that I was able to impact, the case who called me back that I've taught them, that said, because of your advice, because of this thing you did for us, because you talked to my parents about this, because you did this, now we are able to do this.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
these stories has so rewarding that I don't know what reward you are looking for again. So this and many more has been my story. And if I decide to talk about them, we are not going to close today. So thank you.
Wow, outstanding, Felix. I love the quote, right? Whatever you said, whatever you're doing, keep serving, right? So outstanding. Big class for Felix. Outstanding. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, lot to learn, lot to do in this world. Thank you, Felix. I move over to Nitin sir. Nitin sir, I see you joined. Please go ahead, just to introduce yourself and share your story with us. I can't hear you. You need to unmute, Nitin sir. You need to unmute, Nitin. Can you check? Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. So my
Yes.
name is Nitin Gokhale. I am connected from Pune, India. My story is very, what should I say, simple, but it is it's impacting the community. Yes.
Mhm.
And it is like this. In my society, you see, in my society, what we have actually, I mean, today I'm in Pune, but earlier I was in Mumbai. So in Mumbai also we had this volunteering activity, where we asked all the members of the society to give away their old books or clothes, so that we can give it to the needy people, and especially to the school, the books to the schools, and the clothes to those organizations who can further process it and give it to the needy people. So this we I was involved about 4 or 5 years in Mumbai, and then I came here in Pune and I started this activity in my new society. And here initially we found it very difficult. People were not ready to understand or accept this. What is he going to do with these books? And then when I met them, I invited them in a hall. We have a hall here, a big room, where I told them this is what I did in Mumbai and this is what I'm going to do in Pune also. So in Pune, I had to go and search for some schools where they require these books. Now books are of two types. One is blank pages, and one is some textbooks which they can use for their students. So blank pages, what we used to do is we used to convert those blank pages, bring them together into a notebook. We used
Wow.
to get them binded, and then we used to distribute them. So the schools were very happy when they got these books, and they said the thank. It is. Very difficult to express what they showed. They were talking about it, and they said, you are like a god. They said you are like a god. And now this is there. So the only problem we faced was to go to the people and get these books and clothes. So what we said, we'll keep some boxes in our society office, and we labeled those boxes as old books, old blank pages, and clothes, and something more, utensils. Sometimes utensils are also can be a little bit repaired and used. So we have those 4 or 5 boxes, and now people come and put those things in the boxes. Then at same once in a month, we collect all this and process it, give it to the schools. And now looking when this the societies around us, when they heard this, they also came forward and started putting their books and utensils.
Wow.
So this was
Wow.
something amazing. This is amazing. I never thought that this will happen. So that is my story, and I am enjoying this. To tell you honestly, I am enjoying this.
So
I
nice.
think I'll continue as much as I can and give it back, and give these things. Giving away is something which I always like. I love. So that's the
Outstanding.
part of my
Outstanding.
story.
So nice, so beautiful, Nitin sir. So much to learn. So, these are the amazing, inspiring stories we are hearing. I didn't expect that. So, Shukriya, we should actually capture all these stories and share it, through some articles or journals or
Yeah,
whatever it is,
yeah,
right, after these 2 sessions.
sure.
Outstanding. Big claps for you, Nidhi sir. Amazing story. Amazing story, right? So I also see that Fernando, are you there with us? I can see you though, Fernando. Yes, when you are ready, Fernando, let me know, right? So we also have, Manuel, please. Manuel has like, probably 30, 40 years of experience working as a volunteer, right? Working on
Hello,
the piece of project management. So what do you, Manuel, please share your story.
hello. First of all, please, my apologize because I am in an airplane, so
Ah,
maybe in a few minutes I have to hang up. Well,
no worries, no worries. Yeah, please go ahead if you have to say something.
okay. Well, I used to be a volunteer in an ONG, teaching to young people how to insert in her or his first job. It was a very inspiring moment in my life, and I would like to do it again. Tripulación, abastecimiento de combustible terminado.
Yes, Fernando, it's nice, right? Yeah, thank you, Fernando. Yeah, I understand, but yes, have a safe travel. We'll get back to you. Really appreciate that you still made it happen to join with us. Yeah, even from the airport, right? So volunteering never stops. Even you're traveling,
Thank you very
you're
much.
with us. You're with us, right? Thank you very much. Big claps for you, Fernando. Appreciate you have joined with us. Yeah, so over to you, Manuel, please.
Hello, good morning
Yes,
from
good morning.
Mexico, to everyone. So I'm happy to be here. Well, for me, I've been since 1998, something like that. I've been a voluntary, mainly in the project management field and helping others to trying to help others to learn about the benefits of this area, this profession. So, but my best part of this all this voluntary all this time effort and sharing is to find that this passion and enthusiasm that volunteers inject into the teams. I mean, this way that the people get a genuine commitment to do something together with no compensation. This was my my great experience on working on recover some chapters here, local chapters, and working on trying to make them running and dedicate that a few years to make this work and create an entity that keeps sharing all these benefits of the profession and this was my big experience really. This remind me that the heart of any initiative is not just a strategy or execution. It is a people who care enough to make a difference. This is my big experience on these years that I've been dedicating to volunteer and to work with the other great teams and great people. So, and well. I'm still here. I'm now with PMOGI, trying to help that has in my hands. So thank you very much for inviting me and be part of this.
Outstanding, outstanding. You said you started from probably 1988 when we were very young, right? And you started contributing from then. And now 2020, 2024. Unbelievable, almost like, 30, 34 years of, volunteering experience. So can we please all share our hands together, give a big round of applause to Mr. Manuel. Really appreciate. Really
Oh,
appreciate. And
thank you
still
all.
you wake
Thank
up
you
very
all.
early Still, you wake up very early. Whenever there is a volunteering cause, you wake up very early, 5 o'clock in the morning, to make a contribution for the society. Right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Manoj. Right,
Welcome.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you. Thank you
Yeah,
all.
yeah, thank you. So over to you, Smile Burgers, please go ahead. Floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Well, after hearing these very inspiring stories, I think that I'll need to work with Manuel or with someone else here. But basically, my experience in volunteering it's not that big. It's usually in little spaces, mainly in mentorship. Back in time, one company they opened this mentorship program where you can be a mentor and can be a mentee. So when you join that, the main challenge was creating rapport because it was kind of force. You have to work with someone you didn't know, and that teach a lot on how to deal with people that is different from you. At the same time, that barrier make me decide to take the advantage when you already have the rapport and silently volunteer myself to mentor some other people. And with all of this, what I want to end up is saying that volunteering to me has meaning creating really nice bonds with a lot of people. When I have offered myself to be a mentor, the link that I created with those guys, I have several, is huge. So I got in contact with them even when they go out of the company or when I go out of the company, and in the other way around. I still get in touch with some of my first managers that they offer themselves once again silently to help me out to grow. They provide me their piece of advice. They provide me their experience. Um, I think that's what I would summarize that. Volunteering for me means creating bonds with a lot of people, a lot of different people with different backgrounds, people different to you. By the way, Ismael Vargas, I am from Costa Rica. Well, I volunteer myself for you in the case you want to come to Costa Rica to visit. So I like to really like to provide you a piece of advice for you if you happen to come once.
Thank you,
Pura
thank
vida.
you, thank you,
Pura
Smile.
vida.
Invitation well accepted because I never visited Costa Rica, so be ready. So hopefully we'll come and we will have some, giving back initiative in Costa Rica itself, right?
Yes,
Thank
boss,
you
and
very
he is
much.
also part of a LATAM chapter, so
Chapter.
definitely,
Oh,
yes, they
wow,
should be.
wow, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you. Big class for you,
More
Vargas.
than welcome to come, and that's something that I really enjoy. I would like to provide you my piece of advice or where to go, what to do here in Costa Rica.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. We really appreciate a smile. So over to you, Ramesh. Ramesh, please go ahead, share your story.
Hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I think global audience. Hi, this is Ramesh Patnaik, signed in from Pune, Maharashtra. So I think I'm a counterpart of PMO Global. I am a volunteer VP with PMI Pune chapter. So
Excellent.
been serving as a sales and business development vice president since 2022. Being a volunteer with PMI since 8 years now, and I can share one thing. The tagline of PMI is "Good thing happens when you volunteer." So that happened to me as well. I created a good connections across the globe. I made a lot of good friends while doing so, and believe me, you will get to know beautiful mind of this world, and you get to learn a lot of things. Even if you are doing nothing, people will teach you a lot of things. So that's one thing you can't able to do that in your day job. Day job maybe teach you something different because that is a pressurized world. But volunteerism taught you a lot of things in your real life experience as well. So As an NGO PMI, we do a lot of volunteer activity like tree plantations, education to the poor, child visiting, book donations drive, plastic or e-donation drive. So a lot of activity we do, and we support the community across Maharashtra in India. That's where we involve with the local governance as well, and that's where also you learn when you work as a volunteer the challenges with working with government bodies as well. So those are the things. With my free time also, I am a kind of a volunteer blood donor. So this almost 20 plus times I donated blood. So that is one kind of a passion for me. Every 3 months, me and my spouse went to any blood bank or any donation camp to donate blood. And that's what another aspect I will share, that it feels
Yes.
great to save some life. And that's how I will shine up for today. And thanks for inviting, and thanks for celebrating. As my tagline say, that let's celebrate you. And thank you so much, everyone. Take care.
Really appreciate, Ramesh. I really like, blood donation is another way of, helping people. By the way, what is your blood group? Don't say
Be
someone.
positive.
Be positive. Yeah, always be positive. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, so big
Thanks.
class for Ramesh. Big class.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Really appreciate for joining and sharing the stories, right? Yes. And over to you, Brenda. Now, Brenda, are you there? Please just introduce yourself and share your story.
Hi, I have worked I live in Panama right now. I moved from the US about 2 months ago, and I'm enjoying the warmer weather. I lived in the cold, but I worked
Wow.
as a paramedic, and I did a lot of volunteer with training with the organizations around CPR and first aid to just expand the medical knowledge and allow people to help themselves and help others before more advanced training can arrive, and maybe avoid even having to go to an emergency room by being help somebody out there. And I really enjoyed doing that training. And it's amazing because that trickle down effect, you just don't know where that goes, who helps somebody, that you train somebody and 5 years later, maybe they did something wonderful and helped somebody out. And that's just always a warm, glowing feeling to know that you may never know it, but there's help out there because of what you've volunteered and done. And that's just amazing to me to realize that trickle world, that, drop the pebble and there go the waves. And I've always enjoyed thinking like that.
Excellent.
But yeah, that's, I just moved, so I haven't gotten into much volunteering where I am now, but I plan to as soon as I can.
Thank you, Brenda. Enjoy the Christmas. The holidays are coming, and keep making impact in the society. Really appreciate. Big class for Brenda. Thank you. Right, Suresh, are you with us, Suresh? So
Yeah, I kind
why you're hiding? It's been ages. I didn't see you.
the data. I'm not sure the coverage is poor. Hi everyone, I'm Suresh here from Malaysia. Thank you for organizing this, and it's a fantastic event. And my experience in volunteering, two things. First is you volunteer. Sorry about the background noise. I'm here to pick my kids up from the tuition, but I still want to attend the call. All right. Volunteering is two for me. One is physically you'll be able to do some works, and the other one is mentally. I didn't have much of a chance of a physical volunteering. It was in the past during school days. So you're just helping some poor kids and orphanages, clean them up during those days. But after university start working, it's always about mental volunteering. You kind of like sharing your knowledge. So people call you to volunteer for one reason: you are good at it. So when you're good at it, you don't expect anything. You just love sharing the passion. I normally do host events, whether it's a charity event or a paid event. Normally, I don't care how much they pay. I just accept that, and I'll just go and do. It's mostly for school kids or school or college or university related. So I use that platform, whatever topic they give me. So I just share that, whether it's a career, about career, how to attend interviews, or it's about petroleum or project management subjects. I do share in the universities, or a mentor, a volunteering mentor for innovation weeks, innovation bank idea for universities here. At least for the past 2 years, I've been doing that. And I love doing it, innovation and sharing how to bring your product to the market. So it just happens, and I don't get paid for it, and I don't mind because it's about getting the product out in the market and seeing them successful. It's something that excites me, and it's kind of like satisfaction that all the words that you said just now, right? The word bank. So it's kind of like, this is really nice. You don't get that when you get paid. It only happens when you passionately do something, and you get a lot of people liking you, not because of the knowledge, but your passion, sharing the knowledge. So that's something that I see in volunteering activity, but I can't say much on. During flood, you help people. It's just one off.
So nice.
That's what experience.
Thank you, Suresh. Really loved it. Right? Yeah. So volunteering is something that I really loved it. You said when you do it from the passion, right? Yeah, so excellent. So we don't have much time. We'll be finishing today's session in next probably 5-6 minutes. Let me try to give you more floors in few more minutes. What you Serge? Please introduce yourself and share your story if you have, please, Serge.
Hello to everyone. Well, my name is Serge Simo. I'm from Cameroon. Volunteering is something just magic. I've been doing this for like more than 20 years now, in diverse domain, right? Even with my various former companies, I remember one of the key activity that we used to do. It's called 21 Day of Yellow Care. It's time we commit within 21 days to do something very significant for the society. I remember that we built a class within 21 days. Yes, going from scratch to have a very nice class built. And in 2016, we went out in different schools, showing them how they can deploy what we call an e-learning platform.
Wow.
Yes, it was very new for most of them, and most of them was not even getting the essence of having that. They say we prefer to teach how we used to do, but guess what? During the COVID time, I received a call from one of them saying, yeah, that was the way to go, because during the COVID time, it was a key platform for them to keep sharing knowledge. People were not able to get back to school physically. Well, I think volunteering is all about passion. I like to share my knowledge. I like to do mentoring. And most of the time I talk to young people. And when you talk to them, you see how their eyes blind, you kind of, you open their mind and you giving them hope. Yeah, that is part of what I like to do. And the last activity that I did was just last week, talking with young people within my community, sharing some best practices in how to transition from, schools to the real life. It's really impactful. And the pleasure is when you see people, when they take just a portion of what you said, and that changed completely their life, there's nothing to say about it.
Outstanding. Thank you, Seth. Really appreciate. That triggered my mind, right? In the rural areas, how e-learning can really transform people's life, right? So really appreciate, the examples you have given. Big claps for you, Seth. Really appreciate. Yeah, thank you. We are almost ended the session. My apologies. Maybe I am not able to give floor to all of you. Just to close a note, with Vic. Vic, over to you. If you want to share something, please introduce and share your story. Then we'll go for the closer session. So please, over to you, Vic.
Okay. Hi. Good day, everyone. I don't know whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. My name is Vic Subramaniam. I'm from Malaysia, but currently I'm calling you from Manila, Philippines, actually.
Oh.
And I'm actually here for, although I started volunteering about 30 years ago, actually, with at that time, the Rotary Club. And And now, in fact, in the next couple of days, I'm talking to, this is purely on a voluntary basis. I'm actually talking, just to give you some background, specifically, I do project management system implementation, enterprise project management, project portfolio management, PMO systems. So we do implementation. So that's essentially what our firm does regionally in Southeast Asia. And what I will be talking about, or what I have been talking about for the past about 6 months on a voluntary basis, is AI in project management. Mainly because a lot of project managers are frightened of AI. Those of us who are in our 50s and 60s, I'll let you guess whether I'm 50 or 60. But essentially, there's a fear that AI is going to replace us. So one of the things that I'm talking to project managers about is how AI can complement their life, not so much replace. We're not talking about replacing, because that's almost impossible, right? So, and to get them to understand that adopting and adapting to having AI as part of your project management practice is the way forward. So I've been going around regionally. I've been invited to various places. I started talking to project managers in Asian Development Bank. Some of you might have heard of it before. It's an NGO bank, just like IMF or World Bank. And this trip, I'll be talking to the National Bank of Philippines. It's called Banco Central Filipinas. I'll be talking to their project managers about AI in project management. I'm really happy to go out and share, because I notice it does make a difference in people's lives when you go out and you share and elevate fear. That's one of the biggest problems that I noticed with a lot of people. If you can elevate fear through actually education and teaching, and even more so if it's voluntary, better than that's the best, right?
Excellent.
Okay, that's about it from me. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much,
Thank you,
Arman.
Vic. Really appreciate. Yeah. This is another way, this is another way you have put it, Vic, right?
Yeah.
Through your coaching, through your mentoring, through your knowledge sharing, if people can remove their fear and they have become more confident and grow in their career, this is another way, giving back to the community. Big plus for you, Vic. Big plus for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Right. So as we wrap up today's sessions, I want to express my heartfelt, gratitude to all of you for joining today and sharing your story, inspiring story that really changed, a lot of things inside me and given me a lot of new avenues to actually make more impact in the society. Right. So your commitment and volunteering reminds us together we can really make a big difference in the world. So let's, to close the sessions, let's connect, share, inspire, and become a global citizen. Today's platform is an example why we are, given the title, of the today's topic is Global Citizen, because volunteering has no boundaries, right? So no limitations. We can go beyond boundaries and we can share, and we can share our kindness, passions, and love with the societies around us, right? And thank you very much, everyone. Have a nice day and keep sharing these today's sessions also with your fellow colleagues so that they also get inspired and next time we can invite them and to learn from their stories of volunteer work, right? Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you all.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice
Thank
day.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you,
Have a
everyone.
wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.